Jaquinnon. I guess probably disappointed a little bit not to be able to work in the scrimmage yesterday. How you feeling?
I'm cool. I'm good. I'm taking a day at a time. I'm straight.
You guys are cycling back through install right now. How's
Mhm.
that going? And what do you think of your camp so far?
Uh, it's been a grind. It's 2.5 hour practices. It's killer. So I ain't never been through it before, but it's been cool. The structure of it is organized, so it's been a good camp so far.
Rodney, how's your I guess working with Colby Smith and working, obviously you're a new guy. So
Yes, sir.
what do you think of your first impressions, I guess?
It's been pretty good. I've been enjoying myself pretty much. I'm like, it's been a great experience just to be able to come back and play football again. So like,
Disappointed for you. Obviously, Coach Smith came in, during the spring.
Mhm.
What have you kind of learned from him since then, and how's that relationship with him grown between the two of you?
Uh, as y'all know, he came from the Miami Dolphins last year, so he kind of giving me the aspect of what to expect next year. So he basically just try to talk to me as in if he was still he was still a NFL coach. So he tell me what to expect and stuff like that. So he uh he's been great.
And then Rodney, for you, what went into the decision to just choose Arkansas, and how's it been so far since you've been here?
the decision came just because of the people that was here. Like honest, like it was a family environment, and it gave me the same feeling that like FSU did, and just the people that was already here that I already knew, like R Dub and JJ and stuff like that. And I just been enjoying it.
Ronnie, yesterday y'all got more opportunities, but you can't. Quinton and R-Dub slowed down. Just what do you think you guys made of the chances you got with the scrimmage yesterday?
I feel like we did good with the opportunity we had. They went down, so we had we got our next guys up. So it was a great experience to just get out there and do it with the new team and stuff.
Hmm. What do you make of the depth in the room, Jaquin, and the various strengths that you guys maybe bring to the table?
Uh like I try to tell them, we gotta set the tone for every practice, every game, and every moment that we step out. So that's basically what I expect, what Coach Smith expects, what our whole room expect.
Yeah, Quinn. So Utah didn't practice this long.
Oh nah. It was probably an hour and a half and we was out of there.
A little cooler out there too, I
Yeah,
imagine.
most definitely.
Yeah,
It's humid.
yeah. And then I know you had to watch a scrimmage. Would have rather been playing.
Oh, yeah.
But what was your take on the other running back since you got to be an observer?
Uh, they got a lot of work to do. I honestly can say that, but they play their tails off every play, every down, and they are very coachable. Like I get them few pointers like, hey, do this, or when he do this, do that, and they take it and they run with it. So we got a very coachable room.
Braylon Russell, he's an in-state kid. He was here in the spring, and
Mhm.
seems like he is doing good in camp. Wonder what both y'all think of him as a young guy and how he's developing.
Braylon, he got a lot to develop because he is a freshman. So and he's a goofy kid too, bro. Like he always gonna crack a joke. We'll be in a serious moment. He know how to light the room up.
Yeah.
But he's gonna be a great player. Like once he figure everything out and the speed of the game, he's gonna be one. He's gonna probably be an All-American.
Yeah, he's gonna be phenomenal. That's all I can say. He's gonna be phenomenal. He really is.
Ronnie, could you give us maybe a little bit of insight on your journey here? Because I remember your name came up out of the portal when you went in from Florida State, then went
Yes,
to
sir.
Florida A&M.
Yes,
The
sir.
next thing you know, back in the portal and you got here. Just kind of give us some insight on your journey.
Well, that situation, not many people know, but my parents was running my money and stuff like that, and my parents got a bad agent, and he was texting other schools like he was me, and so when they got back to the head coach, I had to leave Florida State, and during that time when I had to leave, I wasn't trying to leave, I didn't want to leave, so I just had to, and the portal was closing up, so Florida A&M was next door, so I just had to go there for a month, yeah, find a new place. Yes, sir.
You found out something that I ain't know.
Yeah.
Jaquinnon, everybody's been talking about Talen's leadership. I think I saw him, come over to you, put his arm around you at practice today.
Yeah.
What's that relationship between you two like so far?
We just hold each other accountable. That's all. Like for us to have a great offense this year, we all have to hold each other accountable, and that's basically what he was doing. I was getting a little frustrated at practice today, and he just told me like, "Hey, bro, like I'm here with you. Like, come on, keep going." So that kind of like calmed me down a little bit and just made me keep pushing.
And then I think there's officially one fullback on the roster. We saw you guys work out of the I formation a little bit, probably more for Jaquindon, but you like working out of the I formation. You know, you're more of a power back maybe.
Man, I'm an athlete, man. Like whatever they want me to do, I'm gonna do it. Like it don't matter as long as the ball is in my hands. Any way they can give me the ball, I'm fine with it.
For both of you, Coach Smith was talking earlier about having a more violent mentality when you guys are running. How do you hope to incorporate that mentality into your running style for this upcoming season?
I mean, you seen the tape?
I'm just gonna say for myself, get my pads lower.
Nah,
Get my
but
pads low.
yeah, but nah, I just gotta have that mentality every play. But with me, I kind of already like try to do that, but I have to do it like when it comes into passing game too. So, but most thing I've been working on is trying to like be like change the direction. Like I've been trying to get my juking down a little bit better, stuff like this. So I won't be labeled as a power back because I don't really I don't really like that because now I feel like I'm one dimensional, which I'm not. So.
And Coach also brought up that he was the most violent runner. What do you guys have to say about that one?
I ain't seen no tape.
No tape at all.
Until he show us some tape, I don't believe it.
No tape.
Like, we be in meetings like, bro, cut on the tape, let me see it. Like,
You
come
don't
on,
never have it.
don't got no film, no nothing, so I don't believe it. Yep.
Hey, for both of y'all, you guys are new. There's a lot of new guys on the offensive line. They're trying to build cohesion, obviously, and guys are moving around a little bit depending on what's going on. What's y'all's take on the offensive line, and how good do you think they could be for y'all this year?
They're gonna be great. Like
great.
they communication is what makes them great. They communicate through everything on the field, off the field, and we got some dogs at them tackles. 5'4" and 5'5", some dogs at them tackles. And I feel like they're gonna be the heads of their front line. So yeah, we just the way they communicate, bro. The way they communicate and they carry themselves on and off the field, we gonna be better than last year. For sure.
And then the relationship we have with like everybody, like with the whole line, is like the key to it all. So like we all have a good relationship, you know, in the locker room. We talking, laughing, all that. And you know, we talking about serious stuff. Like when it's time to play ball, we talking about football and stuff like that. So we're gonna have a great O line.
And Rodney, NIL's been evolving here for 3-4 years, however long it's been. And it's great for the players, and I'm glad you guys are going to do that now. But what you went through is kind of a cautionary tale about,
Yes,
and
sir.
That happens to pro athletes, happens to people in entertainment.
Yes, sir.
They happen to the Otani, right?
Yes,
This
sir.
guy took 17 million or whatever from.
Yes, sir.
What kind of cautionary tale is that for you and other players that you got to make sure you got the right people around you?
And just really, in my perspective, like I know it's your parents and stuff like that, but sometimes you got to handle it on your own. Sometimes, like with my parents, I know they was trying to do the best thing for me, but sometimes you just got to take that with your own, like you got to do it yourself. But to other kids, I just say, you don't got to get an agent right now. Just wait.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So it wasn't an agent that did that. It was your parents acting as an agent for you?
No, it wasn't my parents. My parents hired an agent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they hired an agent.
I'm
He was
sorry,
acting like he was me.
Do you have a guy now you trust, or are you doing it on your own?
Oh, I have a guy now. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, that's
Ronnie, did you said you knew JJ and RW before getting here?
Yes,
Like,
sir.
was just through the circles of college football, or how did you have that relationship?
I knew RW because he's from Atlanta and I'm from Georgia also. So he went to Cedar Grove and I went to school in Statesboro, and I used to come up there to 707 camps at Georgia Tech, and that's how I met RW and stuff like that. And I knew JJ just through like college and then him going to Duncanville, and I played with some of his teammates at Florida State.
Yeah. Coach Smith came in here and talked to us about just like the chemistry of the room. Is it almost a little surprising? Like R-Dub's kind of the only guy that was here last year, a bunch of transfers that you guys have been able to gel so easily and so quickly.
No, sir, I'm not really surprised by it. It was just like this in my old room. Like, everybody in the room just like everybody get along with one another. Everybody just we have the same personality. Like we like to joke around, like, but when it's time to be serious, we can be serious. But like we all just have a like open spirit to everything.
And Jaquin, and I know this is only the second time we've talked to you, but it seems like you feel like you have something to prove this year. Is that a mindset that you had your first 2 seasons or however long it was at Utah, or is that something new that's come up now with at a new fresh start here in Arkansas?
Uh, really, it's just been every year. Really, I've been trying to prove a point. Just last year, I was just going through injuries that I really couldn't help. Just trying to play through injuries and stuff like that. But this year, I pray and hope that it'll be different because this is my last run in college football. So uh, yeah, this definitely the year that I have to leave my mark, basically.
Rodney, you mentioned you went to Florida A&M, and then were you always intending to also enter the portal again and go somewhere else, or was it? I think Florida A&M's coach left also, so kind of what went into leaving Florida A&M and coming here?
It was Coach Cozy. He's the head coach at Florida A&M, and he knew the situation that I was going through, and he knew I didn't really have no part in it, and I couldn't help it, so he let me come over there and just go there for like a few months and then leave. So
Did you go through like spring ball and stuff over there? Or?
no, sir. I just went and lifted and stuff like that, and just went to school with him and stuff for that time being until the portal opened back up.
And for people who haven't ever seen you play, kind of how would you describe your game? What do you bring to the table as a running back?
I bring some power. I'm not really that big, but I can catch out the backfield and stuff like that. Like I got some decent speed. But mostly I can run some good routes out of the backfield as running back.
Decent speed is an understatement.
You guys played on teams that both won a lot of games last year, had really great seasons. I know Florida State got screwed at the end, so sorry about that. But Arkansas is trying to bounce back from 4-8 after having, being 9-4 pretty recently. What do you think you guys can bring us in terms of winning culture? And you guys know what that looks like, what that takes, what that feels like. What can you add to this team from that perspective?
Sure, really just the buy-in. It's all about the buy-in, really. And just the work you put in. That's how the way it was when I was at my other institution. Just the buy-in. Like everybody, you gotta have that want to, even when you don't want to.
Mm-hmm. You just got to be hungry for it. You got to want it. That's all. You just got to want it. You got to be a fist and not pointing fingers at the next man if somebody else mess up. You just got to want it. You got to be hungry for it.
Yeah, Jaquin, in the spring, you talked about like, thank God, this is going to be my last camp. Now that you're in the midst of it, just kind of what's it like? Is it just kind of like, man, I just got to get through it, or kind of what's your mindset
No,
been?
I'm just soaking it all up, man, because like I say, it's pretty probably gonna be my last one. So I'm really just soaking it up and just trying to enjoy it with my teammates and just take it day by day, man.
Well, appreciate you. Great job.